Example number 3, we're going to solve now for a capital N. All right, and so this looks a little different than our last two examples here. So let's check out this guy right here. And so one way that you can approach this is let's get rid of this n minus n, this capital N minus n, by multiplying both sides by that, right? So if I multiply this side by that and then this side, again, that's making the equation still balance. So those cancel out, and now I have capital NR is equal to T times n minus n right here. Okay, so now at least we don't have any variables. So if our goal is to solve for capital N, it's always a good idea to put all of those terms on the same side, and then you can factor it out. So in order to do that, we first need to distribute this T. All right, so let's go do that then. See, T times N is NT, and T times N is negative NT. And by the way, usually with variables, when you put them together, you always want to go in alphabetical order. So, I mean, it's not wrong to say Tn, but you're always going to see them in textbooks and formal written as alphabetical order. So now we can take this term and put it over here now, right? All right, so I'm going to just put it over here by subtracting NT. All right, and so now we get NR minus NT, and that's equal to negative NT. I can factor out now my capital N, sweet. So I get R minus T, and that's negative NT. Now I could divide both sides by my R minus T. Sweet. And I get capital N is equal to negative NT, and then R minus T. And if this negative sign looking kind of funky, I mean, that's fine, but you could also rewrite it so we don't have a negative sign by distributing the negative sign in the denominator. So you could also do this, have a positive NT on top, and now that would make that a negative R and then a positive T. So I'm just going to switch them. Okay, so these are the exact same thing. They're all equivalent. This is fine, or this is fine. Do the same thing there.